Marlins, they are a brand new ball club. There's no one on that team you've heard of.
Nope.
Except people who are injured, Sandy and Yuri Perez.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what Peter Bendix released yesterday. Peter Bendix, the president of baseball operations for your Miami Marlins. After a busy trade deadline with many tough decisions, we're excited about the layers of talent joining our organization. Our goal is to be a consistently competitive team with talented and promising players we've acquired. We're confident that we're moving in the right direction and building a deeper and stronger organization. We thank our fans for their continued support and sharing their goal of being a contending team that they can be proud of. Rinse and repeat. We've heard that statement, a version of it, a zillion times over the course of the Marlins history. And to be quite honest, every time that they are a contending ball club, they do this again. So for me, again, I'm a Marlins fan. I'm always going to root for the Marlins. I want them to do well. I like having a baseball team in my hometown that does well. But it just rings so hollow to me at this point. Our goal is to be a consistently competitive team with the talented and promising players we've acquired. We're confident we're moving in the right direction. But every time they're a consistently competitive team, they get rid of all the players who make them a competitive team because they can't afford them. I just saw, I think Joe Shad tweeted it out as well, but ESPN had put up the Marlins payroll right now after what they did yesterday and the last few days. Marlins payroll is $14 million. To put it in perspective, Yankees payroll is $255 million. The Marlins payroll, I saw someone tweet, could not buy a commercial during the Super Bowl. It's unbelievable.
Tua is going to make more money than all of the Marlins payroll in like 6 games this season.
I mean, that's insane. Now, again, it's because they jettisoned a ton of salary, but okay, whatever.
Am I crazy, though, for not being that outraged? I
I'm
get
not
what you're saying.
outraged. We're just used to it, right?
Yeah, it sucks. This is, rebuild number 8 in my lifetime as a Marlins fan? Maybe more.
And number 2 in the Bruce Sherman era.
Right.
Which feels like it just started.
But when they went out and they got Peter Bendix, they let Kim Ng go last season. I kind of expected this.
I didn't.
I truthfully did, because I didn't feel, after watching the talent disparity between us and the Phillies last year in the playoffs, I didn't feel like, hey, this team is a legit contender.
Right. I felt like, okay, now get some better players to add to the players who got you to the, scraped into the playoffs, and maybe you've got something. But I get fooled time and time again by them. So, but unfortunately for them, it's bad news that you're not disgusted.
Right.
Because that means you're lethargic about the team.
I get it, though.
They
I get
need
anybody
people to be disgusted, not just, whatever.
Yeah, but what am I going to go do? Hold up a sign outside Lone Depot Park?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I like going to the ballpark, even if they suck, because quite frankly, Hawk, in end of May, early June, even if the team was great, I'm going to the ballpark just for the vibes.
Yep,
that's the reality of it.
Me
so,
too.
And I'm not a diehard Marlins fan, but when you look at the actual talented players we had on this team, you didn't have any superstars outside of Sandy, who's hurt. You don't have any superstars.
I mean, Luis Ariz is a really good ball player.
But here's what I'll ask you.
Chisholm is a good ball player. He's great in New York. He's a good ball player here.
Oh, my God.
Unbelievable.
It's the perfect, it's
like
the most of-course situation.
It's unbelievable. It really is.
But let me ask you something, Hawk, because I heard Craig Mish on with Joe Rose a couple weeks ago, before the fire sale that just happened, but right after the Luis Ariz trade. And he mentioned, hey, this is the second team now where Luis Ariz wins a batting title and he gets traded. Why didn't his former team, I forgot where he was playing before, Minnesota or...
It was Minnesota.
Yeah. Why didn't they want to pay him if he's so great? And then you could argue, you could argue like, okay, they don't want to spend the money on a player, but okay, then he comes to Miami, wins another batting title, and Miami's like, we're not going to pay him either. Like, I understand we get caught up in the accolades, and look, he's amazing. He was excellent, but in this era of baseball, he's not exactly the guy you want to build around.
You can't tell me, and again, I don't know anything about the intricacies of building a baseball roster. You cannot tell me, it's the Jason Tatum argument, not playing him in the first game. You cannot tell me a team is better off without a batting champion. Period. End of story. That's it for me. But again, I'm a Marlins fan. I want to see players at the ballpark who can light it up. He could light it up. So I don't know. I'm not a sabermetrics guy. I'm not Billy Bean. I don't know what's going on half the time. You just can't tell me. You can make an explanation as to why they had to get rid of Giancarlo Stanton and why they had to get rid of Marcell Ozuna and why they had to get rid of Christian Yelich and why they had to get rid of JT Realmuto and why they had to get rid of Tanner Scott and why they had to get rid of Jazz Chisholm Jr. and why they had to get rid of Luis Ariz. You can make an explanation, I'm sure, for all of that. All I know is the team stinks consistently. If they do anything consistently, it's stink. The aberrations are last season. Make the playoffs. 03, 97. So I don't know. Explain it away all you want. You cannot tell me that a team is better without Luis Ariz than with him. I find that hard to believe.
And I don't know the intricacies of building a roster either, but you bring up Billy Bean. I did watch Moneyball a couple months ago.
So you do know what you're talking about.
Right. And, that Jonah Hill fist pump that he does after they're able to land, I think, Mike Piazza's brother. I mean, that's all I needed to know. That's it.
Somebody texted in, do you think it would be different if Jorge Mas got the team? We covered this a couple days ago, 100%. This team would be a perennial contender if Jorge Mas was the owner of this team.
Oh, we got Messi and Luis Suarez, Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba.
Like what more proof do you need there?
He got the greatest soccer player ever to leave Paris and come play in Fort Lauderdale.
On Commercial Boulevard. So, yeah, I think Jorge Mas would have held on to Luis Ariz. Just a guess.
So they traded 9 guys yesterday, Hawk. They brought back 15. Marlins farm system was bad coming into the season. Like, really bad. One of the worst in Major League Baseball. And this Bendix guy, he comes from Tampa. The reality of what Tampa does, and they just did it again, is try to compete within the margins as much as possible. So they don't have superstar caliber players either. They're not the Yankees. They've competed consistently. And Appel explained it a little bit yesterday with good guys who don't get paid a lot. And that's what they've done for years.
But when they get really good, then we have to get rid of them.
Right. Well, that's what the Rays have done too. They've built through their farm system. They compete with really good players who they're developing, and then they have to end up trading them because they can't pay them. And if Peter Bendix is going to run the Marlins the same way, and Bruce Sherman has showed us anything since he's been here, get used to it, man.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
All right, you want to do headlines? Because I don't want to go down the road. I find the whole thing annoying. And this is the weirdest thing. And baseball people do this all the time, so I guess it's the way to approach these things, because this is probably what Peter Gammons would say and Bob Costas and Craig Mish. Like, yay, the farm system was consistent. And but I don't care about the farm system. I only care what I see on the Major League Diamond. Put good players out there. I don't care if you grew them from a beanstalk or if you got them from another team. I'm constantly being told that they need to replenish the farm system. I don't care. It's like going to a restaurant constantly and they go, yeah, the entrees, they're only okay because we can't get good ingredients. Well, figure out a way to get good ingredients. No, but keep coming here. Keep coming here because we just planted a new garden. So keep coming for the next couple of years. The food's going to be terrible the next couple of years, but trust me, wait till you see this garden grow. I don't give a bleep about the garden. Put the chicken cacciatore in front of me. Let me enjoy a good meal.
Love a good chicken cacciatore.
Today is raspberry cake day.
Mm-hmm. It's also National Avocado Day.
Oh, it's too bad Crowder's not here.
I know. Yeah,
I had avocado toast for breakfast.
That's an evergreen statement, isn't it? Don't you have that almost every day now?
Almost every day, but I had it today specifically. I didn't even know it was avocado day.
Jimmy, there was a time on this show where I got torched for eating avocado toast, and now Hoch eats it pretty much every single day.
There's a couple things that are coming hot right now. Avocado toast is hot right now, and that drink, that Italian drink,
No,
the
it's not.
Aperol Spritzer.
It's not coming hot right now.
That is like hot right now.
Both
People are
things
talking about it.
have been around for a very, very long time, and have been popular for a very, very long time.
I don't think so.
I mean, hey, I'll take down an Aperol Spritz with the best of them. All right. I used to get them at the mother effing regatta, but now all of a sudden I can't go there either.